Welcome back, everybody. Now today I'm taking a look at 5 interesting lamps. Some of them functional, some of them not, some by request, some I found on Amazon. To see how they really work, that's today's video. So it's kind of an interesting collection of lamps I got here, so let's jump right into it with the first one, the book lamp. Let's take a look at the Magic Book Light. Got some info in the back here, 2000 milliamp hour battery, 3 to 4 hour charging time, 5 to 6 hour operating time, 450 lumens. I think some of the things here are if you want to give it as a gift, which I'm not going to, so we'll put that aside. Let's see here, okay. Oh wow, it's already lit up. It's already got some charge in. Let me turn the light off. Oh wow. Well, I still need to charge it, but that's, first impression is pretty good. It's funny, on the Amazon page it says it'll last 8 to 12 hours. On the packaging it says 5 to 6 hours, so I guess we'll have to see which one is right. The claims are that it has 8 color options. They say because it's foldable and rechargeable, it can be used for camping or traveling. I paid $29.99 for this, 4.7 star rating as of this date. People who liked it said it has an attractive design, adds nice accent lighting to a room, it works well overall. Those who did not like it said it's too big. It doesn't hold charge as long as stated. Someone said the charging port broke off. So the only feature on this one to worry about is the charging port, which is right there. There's no cable included, so I guess I have to use my own. I guess it's not a big deal, but we'll see how it charges and how long it holds a charge. Now what's interesting about the book is that every time you open it, you get a different color. It's very nice. I like the effect. But I guess if you wanted a specific color, you're going to have to keep opening and closing the book until you get it. And eventually I think you get to one that just cycles through the colors. And this is not it. Is this it? I guess this is not it. Maybe it's the next one. Maybe this is it. There we go. Okay, this one cycles through all the colors. The camera's picking up a flickering that my eyes don't see. It only seems to flicker on the camera when it's dimming, so that's just an effect of the camera. But we can keep closing it and open it. And I think we're back to the static colors now. Sometimes these pages kind of stick together, which makes the side of the book stay up. So you kind of have to make sure they're all fanned out, but really not bad. I kind of like it. It's different. It's interesting. So right here, I wanted to test out how the battery life was because the box said 5 to 6 hours. The Amazon listing said 12 hours. Surprisingly, both of them were wrong, and that was a good thing. I did put this lamp on about 40 minutes ago. I'm trying to see how long the charge actually lasts. We'll see if it lasts as long as they say it does or not. So I'll check back in when it completely dies. All right, just a quick update. We're at about 6.5 hours and it's still going. I'm actually quite impressed and quite surprised by that. So the battery life's looking pretty good on this one. I'll let you know when it finally dies, but so far, so good. Here we go. It finally died at 23.5 hours. Didn't make it 24, almost 24 hours. I just posted about this on my social media saying how good it was doing, and of course then it dies. But 23 hours is very impressive. I was wondering if it was ever going to turn off. I'm actually quite impressed by the battery life of this. So it's kind of an interesting display piece, maybe a conversation piece as well, and nice accent lighting. There's definitely the geek factor. You can close it up and put it on a bookshelf, pull it out and open it up, and the light works. The battery life is insanely good compared to what they claimed it was, almost 24 hours. I think $30 is probably an okay price for something like this. Obviously I'd want to see it less, but $30 isn't unreasonable. But I do think that this lamp lived up to the hype. And that leads me into the next item, which is the most expensive of the bunch. That is the $99 LumiCharge. Let's take a look at the LumiCharge Smart Adjustable Desk Lamp and Universal Phone Charging Port. I paid 99 bucks for this, 4.3 star rating on Amazon. Well, the claims on this one are that it's a multifunctional lamp that doubles as a phone charger, has 3 hues, 10 levels of brightness, built-in motion sensor right here, which turns the lamp on when you enter a dark room. That's a nice feature. LED display, which is going to be right there, shows date, time, and temperature. Now, people online who like this said it's got a versatile design. Most people praise the motion detection. A lot of people like that they could combine the lamp and charge into one small minimal unit. Most of the cons were about the phone charger. People were saying that it didn't work or emitted a high-pitched frequency while charging. Some also said it was just too expensive. I've got some instructions to read over here, which I will do before I get started. All right, let's take a little bit closer look at the functions of the LumiCharge. It has a very nice look to it. You can also cycle through the different colors of lights. with the M button. So you got kind of a warm, cool, and amber lights. That's kind of nice. I kind of like the amber on this one. This button right here will actually change the light on the display. Off and then 3 modes. Down here you can actually just adjust the brightness of a light. You can hold it to go up or down, or you can just tap it. What I'll show you a little bit later is this is the motion detector, and this is what lights up. The light itself doesn't light up. This lights up when it detects motion. Well, you have wireless charging here, which is barely mentioned in the instructions, by the way. And down here you actually have an interesting wheel. You have 3 different connectors. Kind of like he goes backstage and hides back there while the others come out. So you have USB-C, micro USB, and lightning connectors. This part does have an alarm and a timer, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use or not. The temperature only displays the ambient temperature. It does not display the outdoor temperature. Currently in Las Vegas, it's 109, so that's shows 77, so it's definitely not the outdoor temperature. Both arms adjust, so you can adjust it back quite a ways, and you can adjust this. So if you say you're working on this part of your desk, you can actually just have it pointing down here and use it for an overhead kind of spotlight. I kind of like that feature. So it's very versatile. Kind of looking forward to having this in my room. There is also a USB outlet in the very back that you can plug into. It's just a standard USB outlet, but they do offer a power option there as well. Another thing to point out is this actually swivels, so you can actually have it pointing the opposite direction if you needed to. All right, so I'm going to move this into my room. Now, when I unplug it, I have to reset all this again. It doesn't not retain this. What I like about it is that it'll replace a wireless charger and a lamp and kind of one compact design, so I kind of like that. So let me move it and put it to the real world test. All right, a few observations about this lamp. I'm actually charging another phone right here right now. It's good for that. The wireless charging, it works pretty well. It doesn't really work with my case that well, so but that's not uncommon. That does happen sometimes, but it does work. It is a bit touchy sometimes. You have to kind of get it in the right spot, but that's not the only wireless charger that does that, so that's not too much of an issue. It's kind of a nice nightstand lamp, but it's not going to be the kind of lamp that you use to light your entire room, even if you have it pointing out like that. Let me show you how the motion detection light looks. So as you can see, it does light up. It's not very bright. It's just bright enough for you to walk over the lamp and hit the button. Overall, I think it's a really nice lamp. Again, it depends on your use for it. It's a pretty good work lamp if you're going to be working on something with your hands. Nice for that. It does pick up fingerprints, so I'm always cleaning it off. I mean, that's just, I'm a little bit OCD about fingerprints. I do like the display at night when it's completely dark. Here, let me show you. I should point out you can turn the motion detection off. There's an on-off switch in the back, which is useful because sometimes you don't want it to turn on, especially at night. And the display here is actually very nice looking at night. As long as you're not expecting a lamp to illuminate your room, you don't mind fingerprints, and you don't want a $99 price tag, it's actually a really nice lamp. All right, so the LumiCharge is a very nice desk lamp. It's not going to light your entire room, but it's very versatile. You could charge potentially up to 3 items at once if you use the front charger, the wireless charger, and the USB charger in the back. I do wish it had an internal battery because every time I unplugged it or if the power went out, you have to reset it all the time, the date, the year. It keeps going back to January 1st. You probably saw January 1st in some of my tests here because I moved around a lot. That's maybe a minor point. I do feel like 99 bucks is kind of a lot for this, especially since it's made mostly of plastic. I'd say 49 bucks is probably about as high as I'd want to go with something like this. It started at 150, so maybe it's going in the right direction at least. 99 bucks is a tough sell for something like this, but I think if those who do get it will probably like it. And that leads us into the next item, which is the ring light. Check it out. Let's take a look at the Sony 7 ring light. I paid $59.99 for this. It currently has a 4.6 star rating. Let's crack it open. We've got some instructions, we got a remote. This is the base and this is the charging cable. The claims on this are that it has 6 lighting effects, 4 brightness levels, 7 colors, 16 custom presets. That has an anti-drop design, so if it falls over, it lands on the base first. Can be adjusted via remote and has a life of 35,000 hours. Now those on Amazon who liked it said it's a nice conversation piece, has a nice variety of color, easy to use, perfect for a nightstand in the bedroom. Those who didn't like it, there weren't really a lot of cons, but there were a few complaints about defective units. Kind of reminds me of one of those Dyson fans. One more manual for me to read over before I get started. I've got this light set up, I've got the batteries installed, the remote. I've read the instructions, let's give it a first shot. Kind of going by these instructions with this rather microscopic text here, but I kind of figured out. This button goes back to the baseline light, which I guess it's already set there, so it's not gonna do anything yet. C This is color rotation right here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Very bright. Green, blue. Okay, so we have kind of a nice selection of colors. That's good. The S here is for effects. So let's skip that for right now. What's this mode? Oh, wow. So that one looks like it's building. Very cool. This one's kind of a breathing type mode, I guess. This one just spins in a circle. That's nice. Oh, wow, we got a rainbow color here. Interesting. Whoa. And back. So let me set the mode again. Let me just try something like, I'll try this one with a better color here. Let's see. That's a nice color. So we can supposedly hit these buttons and change the speed. So this can go faster. Maybe that's as fast as it goes. Oh yeah, it's slowing down. It's slowing down. I'm not sure I like that slow as much. You can also change the brightness, which I don't think you can do on the effects. There's 4 levels of brightness. And auto, I guess it just automatically goes through some different effects. We got a lot of options here, and I like the fact that it works perfectly right out of the box. And I like the fact that the remote control is very easy to understand. It's very easy to use. It worked perfectly out of the box. So far, I'm quite happy with this one. Let's try it out in a room in a real world test. Now the ring lamp, kind of like the LumiCharge, it's definitely not a room lamp. It's not going to light the entire room, but it is a nice accent piece. I think it's even less functional though. It's more of an accent light than even a desk light or a room lamp. So I don't think I'm going to leave it here because I don't think it's quite as functional. I'm going to put it somewhere else. I think the accenting would be good, but it doesn't need quite as much function. It looks nice though. If you just want an accent light, you pretty much go anywhere. Although I don't think you would do that in a bedroom though, would you? That maybe. That probably not. So I really like the ring light. I have really nothing bad to say about it. It's certainly an accent piece more than a functional lamp to light up a room, but I really have nothing negative to say about it. The only thing I worry about is that if the remote control goes out, it's going to be a paperweight because there's no way to control it otherwise. But as long as the remote control holds up, I think the ring light is actually really good. And that leads us to the next item, which is the floor lamp. Let's take a look at the Hue Life Live Smart Floor Lamp. This has currently got a 4.3 star rating on Amazon. I paid $69.99 for this. Here's some more instructions for me. But the claims on Amazon are that it can be controlled by voice, app, or touch, 16 million colors and 8 scenes, compatible with Alexa, Echo, and Google Home, 2000 lumen max brightness, extended lifespan, energy saving, has an adjustable head, stable base, memory function, and easy to install. On Amazon, those who liked it said they love the color options, easy to adjust the direction of light, and it's well built. The cons on Amazon. People said it's not nice as the photos show, bad instructions. A lot of people said it's difficult or impossible to pair with the app. So I'm gonna read these over and get started. I got most of the lights off here. I wanted to show you this floor lamp and see how that works. I've got it all assembled. I've got the app installed. The app was an absolute nightmare. I'll kind of stand here so you can see how it illuminates me in the room. This is the basic white, right in the center, 50%. We can go all the way up. We can go down. We can go on this wheel here to change the temperature of the light as well. Now we have the color wheel. We just start off here in blue and you can go anywhere around this circle here. That's kind of nice. You can change the brightness. So you have multiple settings here. They have scenes here. Here's a night scene. I don't think it actually changes. I think it just stays like that. This is for reading. Reading and working aren't that much different, really. They have leisure, soft, colorful. That's definitely colorful. Oh, that one changes. Dazzling. Let's see how dazzling this is. It's just kind of rotating through the different colors. I guess that's dazzling. Does that dazzle you? How dazzled are you? And this one says gorgeous. Let's see how gorgeous this one is. It's kind of going through the same colors, but just a lot more smoothly. But at the same time, it's nice. Now you can supposedly play music on here, and it'll actually. I feel like I'm in a nightclub down on the strip. I guess it picks up the music. I don't know, it's interesting. I also wanted to point out that there are 2 buttons on here. This one is touch sensitive. It turns it on and off. And this one does change the color. And then there, if you can't see very well, but there is a USB port there as well. There's kind of minimal controls in the actual stand itself, and this is very sensitive. You just brush up against it and it turns off. All right, so I think I'm going to just leave this, I'm going to leave this set up here for a while. I'm not sure what color I want, but it's pretty easy to select your color once you get the horrifying app installed. It took me about 30 minutes to set the app up. It's awful. Now, the way I got the app to work was someone in the comments on Amazon said to plug your phone into the USB port on here, and that will help it pair with it. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have got it done. So thanks to that person for that little tip. It did work. I'm not happy about the app, but we'll see how this goes. I'll keep using it and let you know. All right, I've got the floor lamp in this bedroom corner. Now, there's already a lamp in there, as you can see. But this floor lamp is the only one that really kind of positions itself as an actual functional lamp. So I figured I'd compare it to the lamp I've got in this room, which isn't very bright anyways, to see how they actually compare. So this is the lamp itself. You can see it illuminates the room. Now it's daytime. That's why I put this black screen here to kind of block some of the sunlight. It's still pretty dark in here. Even in the daytime, it's quite dark in here. So that's the lamp. Now let me turn the lamp off and put the floor lamp on. In fact, I can even adjust it to kind of more of the same shade as that one. Oh wow, it's even brighter. This is all the way up. I've got the app all the way up. Certainly a functional lamp. I'm not even sure I like that shade as much as some of the more natural light in here like this. I don't know if you want to do that or not. Whoa, I don't know. I'm not sure about the colors unless you want to have some sort of a ambient light. Maybe like watching a movie, you want to have it kind of moody. Just as far as functional light goes, you could definitely do it. You can angle the light. It looks like about 15 degrees maybe. It's not a huge range, but you can at least angle the light a little bit. I actually like this one as well. I think 70 bucks might be on the high end, but maybe not outrageous for something like this. The fact that it's actually a functional lamp that can not only light up a room, but also provide a bunch of different colors and some light displays. There's a lot of different uses for it, so that's pretty good. The problem with this one is that it requires a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi connection. So if you're using a 5.0 gigahertz connection, you're gonna have to jump through hoops to get it to work. I don't think most consumers are gonna do that. If they could figure that out, this would be a great lamp. And for the final lamp, that is the corner lamp, which has been advertised heavily online. Let's see how that went. Next up is the corner floor lamp. Let's check it out. All right, so I paid about 85 bucks for this. It currently has a 4.3 star rating on Amazon. I saw it advertised a lot on social media actually, so that's one of the reasons I wanted to pick it up. We got a lot of electronics in there. That's not fun. Oh, here we go. The claims on this one are that it has 358 different lighting effects, touch-sensitive controller, minimalist style, and easy to install. Those on Amazon who liked it said it has a nice ambient light, good quality, easy to use. Now, those who didn't like it said it was overpriced for the materials that it uses. Others complain there's no natural light setting, so you can't use it as a regular floor lamp. All right, that's kind of an interesting looking lamp. We're gonna have to see how that goes. I'm gonna read this over, set it up, and then we'll see how it looks. Looking at these instructions here for this corner lamp. Look at this line here. It says, be careful not to cut the wire during removing the items from the box. Yet these instructions were in the box. How am I supposed to read that before I do that? These instructions look a little more detailed than the rest of the lamps I've tried. All right, so installation really wasn't that bad. It's just a matter of sticking two legs on there. It's a very interesting looking lamp. It's about 5 feet tall. There's no controls on it whatsoever. It's just a light bar, that's it. I don't think it's gonna work in here because those foam panels absorb the light, but I'll try anyways and then find a corner where, I think it's more designed for reflection. I'll find a corner where it reflects the light and see how it looks there. I actually had to find a corner for this. Turns out I don't have a lot of corners in my house that really facilitates a lamp like this. So this is kind of an area where I had some stuff there. I moved it out of the way, so excuse any wires or cobwebs that might be back there, but let's try it out. I've got the remote here, and I play with it a little bit just to make sure I can understand how the remote works. So here's how I understand it. Now you have this color ring right here. You can spin it in circles, but it doesn't seem real responsive to doing it like that. It seems like it even skips colors sometimes. And you can also cycle through the colors with this button. Instead of using the ring, you can use that. And this also will start your effects as well. If you want to get right to the effects, you can just hit this button and it goes right to it. Now down here, you can control the brightness, and it kind of steps down, as you can see that. Steps down, steps up. The speed you can control, how fast the effect goes. You can see this is moving very slowly, or I can speed it up. I'm just holding it down right now. You can cycle through the effects like this. You can't change the color of the effects. I was thinking maybe I could change the color of this particular one right here. I hit that, it goes right to static. So you kind of have to just accept whatever color the effect has. Pressing the effect button seems to pause it completely, which is, I kind of like that, because if you've had an effect you just want to leave there, just hit the effect button a second time and it'll just stop it. Installation was not that difficult. I didn't think it was hard. This remote seems pretty easy. Their instructions lay it out pretty well, so you know, I think it's working pretty well. I'm not gonna leave it there because I actually used to have a printer in that corner, but I am gonna continue to play around with this for the next couple of days before I wrap this thing up. All right, this is another one that's kind of a decorative piece, and as you see, I've got 3 of my lamps in there in the background. I've kind of rearranged things a little bit. I've got the corner lamp over there, the ring light there. I've got the floor lamp here. About a year ago, I did my UFO and my moon, which I've moved over to consolidate in this area right here. So if you want to see how they're holding up, just watch my future videos and you should see them in the background. I might tinker with the placement a little bit, but otherwise, I'm going to leave them here and you'll be able to see over time how they're doing. Well, that's it. I've never really reviewed lamps, I don't think, before. It's kind of interesting to try to review them. I'm glad I tried some of these out. Some of these I actually like quite a bit. It's going to be hard to rank them, but I'll try to rank them anyways. If I had to rank these, I would say number 5 would be a LumiCharge, mainly because of the price. That's kind of steep for the materials that it's made out of. To me, that's, even though they've lowered it, it's still too high. Number 4, I would say, would be the book lamp. There's nothing really wrong with it. There's definitely a gig factor to that one. I just don't like it as much as some of the other lamps. For number 3, I would go with the floor lamp. The reason I don't rank this one higher, and it would potentially be number 1 if I weren't for that app. I think it's going to be something that's going to turn a lot of people off. Not everybody's want to deal with that. If they could fix the app, that would be number 1. For number 2, I'm going to go with the corner lamp, and number 1 will be the ring light. The reason number 2 is for the corner lamp. I actually don't have that many corners in my house that would fit into, so to me, it's kind of hard to find a place for it. But to me, the ring light, it has a very pleasant glow to it. You could pretty much put it anywhere, so I think that's my favorite of the bunch. But if you've tried any of these lamps, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.